Chapter 1. Build a goal-driven mindset. Do ordinary things. Extraordinarily. Your life, my friends, is a garden, and the actions you take today shape the success you harvest tomorrow. Every setback you've faced, every failed business, every missed opportunity is not a barren field. It's fertile soil, ready to grow your dreams if you act with purpose. Why settle for ordinary when you can do ordinary things extraordinarily well? Welcome to Success Roots, where we're igniting your journey to act with purpose, blending the timeless wisdom of Jim Rohn with the bold energy of Tony Robbins. Today, we're planting the first seed of self-mastery, building a goal-driven mindset to grow your success roots. Imagine Anna, a 55-year-old office clerk who felt stuck after a failed business venture. Like many of you, she went through the motions: work, bills, repeat, thinking that was enough. But Anna learned a powerful truth. Success comes from doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. By focusing on purposeful goals, she transformed her life. This idea echoes Jim Rohn, who believed that excellence in small actions leads to big results. Tony Robbins amplifies this by urging us to align actions with purpose. Together, they show us that a goal-driven mindset is the foundation of self-mastery. What's shaping your actions right now? Are you coasting through ordinary routines, hoping for change? Or are you doing small things with extraordinary purpose? Ordinary actions without purpose leave your garden empty, but a goal-driven mindset fills it with success. To act with purpose, you must focus on meaningful goals. Your setbacks aren't failures, they're lessons. Your age isn't a limit, it's a strength. Why settle for ordinary when you can achieve financial freedom with purpose? Anna chose excellence, and it changed everything. Here's how to build a goal-driven mindset. First, set one clear goal, maybe saving $1,000 in 6 months or starting a side hustle. Write it down. Second, make one ordinary action extraordinary. Spend 10 minutes a day researching your goal with full focus. Third, affirm your purpose. Say daily, "I act with purpose to grow my success." Jim Rohn taught us that excellence shapes our future. Tony Robbins adds that purpose fuels action. Together, they show us that a goal-driven mindset grows personal growth and career growth. Let's make it practical. Set one goal this week, maybe saving $1,000. Spend 10 minutes a day researching a savings plan, focusing intensely. Anna set a goal to start a consulting business. She spent 10 minutes a day researching with purpose, making notes with care. That small action planted a seed, growing her success roots. After a month, she was exploring business ideas with clarity. Here's a tool to help you. Create a goal journal. Each day, write down your goal, one extraordinary action you took, and one affirmation. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that purpose creates momentum. Jim Rohn adds that excellence shapes your future. Anna's journal helped her stay focused. After 3 months, she enrolled in a course and started a side hustle. Her success roots grew because she built a goal-driven mindset. A goal-driven mindset isn't about grand gestures, it's about purposeful excellence. Every action you take with purpose strengthens your garden. Anna's excellence led to big changes. Today, at 55, she's running a part-time consulting business and moving toward financial independence. What's one goal you'll pursue with purpose today? Don't settle for ordinary. Act extraordinarily now. Your garden is taking root, my friends. A goal-driven mindset is the seed, but it needs action to grow. Anna's story shows us that excellence sets the stage, but it's only the beginning. What if you could take strategic action to turn goals into reality? Let's keep moving and find out how. Chapter 2. Take strategic action. Act with determination. Your garden is sprouting, my friends. With a goal-driven mindset as your seed, it's time to water it with action. Your life is a canvas, and strategic action is the brush that paints your goals into reality. Why let goals remain dreams when you can act with determination? Let's dive into the second step of self-mastery, taking strategic action to grow your success roots. Meet James, a 50-year-old warehouse worker who felt trapped after a failed business. Like many of you, he had goals but hesitated, unsure how to act effectively. But James learned a powerful truth. The path to success is paved with massive, determined action. By acting strategically, he turned his goals into reality. This idea echoes Tony Robbins, who believed that determined action creates results. Jim Rohn adds that action shapes your future. Together, they show you, as that strategic action is the brushstroke of self-mastery. What's stopping your actions right now? Uncertainty? Fear of failure? Lack of a plan? These are blank spots on your canvas, but they don't define you. To act with purpose, you must take strategic steps. Your setbacks don't limit you. They teach you. Your goals aren't out of reach. They're opportunities. Why let hesitation keep your canvas blank when you can paint a masterpiece with strategic action? James acted with determination, and it changed everything. Here's how to take strategic action. First, choose one goal from your goal journal, maybe starting a side hustle. Write it down. Second, plan one strategic action. Spend 10 minutes researching a business idea or creating a plan. Third, act with determination. Set a deadline to complete that action this week. Tony Robbins says that determined action creates momentum. Jim Rohn adds that action shapes your future. Together, they show us that strategic action grows financial freedom and career growth. Let's make it practical. Choose one goal this week, maybe starting a side business. Plan one strategic action, like watching a 10-minute tutorial on e-commerce. Act on it by a set deadline. James chose to start an online store. He spent 10 minutes a day researching products and set a weekly goal to test one idea. That strategic action painted a new stroke, growing his success roots. After a month, he was testing products and building confidence. Here's a tool to help you. Create an action log. Each day, write down one goal, one strategic action you took, and one deadline you set. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that action creates momentum. Jim Rohn adds that effort shapes your future. James's log kept him accountable. After 3 months, he launched a small online store, earning his first $100. His success roots grew because he took strategic action. Strategic action isn't about perfection, it's about determination. Every action you take paints your future. James's determination led to big changes. Today, at 50, he's running a side business and moving toward financial independence. What's one strategic action you'll take today? Don't let hesitation stop you. Paint with determination now. Your goal-driven mindset is the seed, and strategic action is the brush. James's story shows us that determination creates results, but it takes focus to stay on track. What if you could overcome distractions to act with purpose? Let's keep moving and find out how. Chapter 3. Overcome distractions. Stay on your path. Your canvas is coming alive, my friends. With a goal-driven mindset and strategic action, it's time to clear the obstacles blocking your progress. Your life is a workshop, and distractions are the clutter that derails your purpose. Why let distractions shape your destiny when you can stay focused on your path? Let's dive into the third step of self-mastery. Overcoming distractions to grow your success roots. Meet Linda, a 46-year-old store clerk who felt overwhelmed after a failed startup. Like many of you, she let distractions, social media, endless tasks, self-doubt, pull her away from her goals. But Linda learned a powerful truth. Don't let your distractions become your destiny. By staying focused, she acted with purpose. This idea echoes Jim Rohn, who believed that distractions can derail your future. Tony Robbins adds that focus drives progress. Together, they show us that overcoming distractions is the tool of self-mastery. What's distracting you right now? Social media? Busy work? Negative thoughts? These are piles of clutter in your workshop, but they don't define you. To act with purpose, you must stay focused. Your setbacks aren't roadblocks, they're lessons. Your time isn't wasted, it's a resource. Why let distractions shape your destiny when you can act with purpose to achieve financial freedom? Linda cleared her clutter, and it changed everything. Here's how to overcome distractions. First, identify one distraction, maybe scrolling social media. Write it down. Second, eliminate it. Cut 30 minutes of that distraction daily. Third, redirect that time to your goal. Spend 10 minutes on a high-value task, like researching a side hustle. Jim Rohn taught us that focus shapes our future. Tony Robbins adds that eliminating distractions fuels progress. Together, they show us that focus grows personal growth and career growth. Let's make it practical. Identify one distraction this week, maybe watching TV. Cut 30 minutes of it and spend 10 minutes researching a skill like graphic design. Linda identified social media as her distraction, cutting 30 minutes a day. She redirected that time to learning design. That focus cleared her workshop, growing her success roots. After a month, she was creating designs for clients. Here's a tool to help you. Create a focus journal. Each day, write down one distraction you cut, one action you took, and one goal it supported. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that focus creates progress. Jim Rohn adds that avoiding distractions shapes your future. Linda's journal helped her stay focused. After 3 months, she was freelancing part-time and earning extra income. Her success roots grew because she overcame distractions. Overcoming distractions isn't about doing everything. It's about doing what matters. Every moment you reclaim strengthens your workshop. Linda's focus led to big changes. Today, at 46, she's building a freelance career and moving toward financial independence. What's one distraction you'll cut today? Don't let clutter derail you. Stay on your path now. Your goal-driven mindset and strategic actions are painting a masterpiece, and overcoming distractions keeps your brush steady. Linda's story shows us that focus creates results, but it takes purpose to keep going. What if you could sustain motivation with purpose? Let's keep moving and find out how. Chapter 4. Sustain purpose-driven motivation. Ask better questions. Your workshop is thriving, my friends. With a goal-driven mindset, strategic action, and no distractions, it's time to keep the fire burning. Your life is a flame, and purpose-driven motivation is the fuel that keeps it blazing. Why let motivation fade when you can sustain it with better questions? Let's dive into the final step of self-mastery, sustaining purpose-driven motivation to grow your success roots. Meet Michael, a 58-year-old driver who struggled to stay motivated after a failed business. Like many of you, he felt his drive wane, discouraged by slow progress. But Michael learned a powerful truth. The quality of your life is tied to the quality of your questions. By asking better questions, he sustained his motivation. This idea echoes Tony Robbins, who believed that better questions drive better outcomes. Jim Rohn adds that purpose shapes your future. Together, they show us that purpose-driven motivation is the fuel of self-mastery. What questions are you asking right now? Why is this so hard? Why am I not there yet? These are questions that dim your flame. To act with purpose, you must ask questions that fuel your motivation. Your setbacks aren't failures, they're lessons. Your goals aren't distant, they're steps. Why ask limiting questions when you can fuel your flame with purpose? Michael asked better questions, and it changed everything. Here's how to sustain purpose-driven motivation. First, ask one empowering question. Maybe, how can I take one step toward my goal today? Write it down. Second, act on it. Spend 5 minutes pursuing that step, like researching a business idea. Third, reflect on your purpose. Ask daily, why does this goal matter to me? Tony Robbins says that questions shape your life. Jim Rohn adds that purpose fuels effort. Together, they show us that motivation grows financial freedom and personal growth. Let's make it practical. Ask one empowering question this week. Maybe, how can I start a side hustle? Spend 5 minutes acting on it, like watching a tutorial. Reflect on your purpose, like financial independence. Michael asked, how can I use my experience to succeed? He spent 5 minutes a day researching e-commerce. That question fueled his flame, growing his success roots. After a month, he was building a business plan. Here's a tool to help you. Create a motivation journal. Each day, write down one empowering question, one action you took, and one reflection on your purpose. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that questions create momentum. Jim Rohn adds that purpose shapes your future. Michael's journal kept him motivated. After 6 months, he was running a part-time business and thriving. His success roots grew because he sustained purpose-driven motivation. Purpose-driven motivation isn't about constant highs. It's about asking better questions. Every question you ask fuels your flame. Michael's motivation led to big changes. Today, at 58, he's running a business and living with purpose. What's one empowering question you'll ask today? Don't let limiting questions dim your flame. Fuel it with purpose now. Your life is a garden, my friends. Every choice you make, every purposeful goal, strategic action, focused moment, and motivated question grows your success roots. Why let another moment pass without acting with purpose? You've learned to build a goal-driven mindset, take strategic action, overcome distractions, and sustain purpose-driven motivation. Now, it's time to act. Take one bold step today. Set a goal, act strategic, ally, or ask a better question. You have the power to act with purpose. Subscribe to Success Roots for weekly motivation to build your extraordinary future. Share in the comments. What's one action you'll take today to grow your success roots? Let's keep growing together.